Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. How are you all?
Walaikum assalam. Alhamdulillah. How are you, sir?
Good evening, everyone. Can you
Good
hear?
evening, sir.
Good evening, Javed. Good evening, Asara. Let's start.
Salam.
Let's start. Do something. So I share my screen. Can you see, Javed?
Yes.
Yes, I can see.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello,
Thank you.
sir. How are you?
Good, Ahmed. How are you? Okay,
Thank you
let's
very much,
start.
sir.
Thank you. So let's turn on our server. Let's start. Okay, this one is server. Yes, this is the server, and I need the IP address, but I can do headlet stuff. So that one will be not a GUI system. I want to use. Oh, I did not use the putty in here. Okay, let me try. Let me use the putty in here. Where is my putty? I cannot see. Let me write down putty. Putty desktop client, Ubuntu desktop, Redhat client. Okay, Redhat server I did not set up. Let me find out the Redhat server. Okay, we did in here. Hit folder, info, in the info. Okay, this is our server IP address. Server IP address 16. No, 17. The second one. We need to use the second one. Okay, now let me use this one, and I am to connect with my putty using this IP address. Okay, let me save this one. This is the Red Hat server 2. Save it. Okay, now let me open it. Yes, I accept it. My user. This is my main user, Abu. Let me use the password. Okay, I can connect with my server. Let's try to do another few things. Okay, before that, let me create one folder, and I need to save every steps in the in our file. So today, February 23, 2024. So what we want to do today? Today, we wanna do DNS. What is that one? DNS basically means domain name server. Somebody say this is a server, somebody say this is a service. Basically, this is a server. That server need this service, DNS service, for configuration purpose. So let's start. We want to configure this one. For DNS, we need to use lots of things. So what things we need to use in our DNS? Something like we need to set up the primary DNS, secondary DNS. Sometimes we will do like that way. We need to install bind. The bind is basically Berkeley Internet Name Domain. In our Linux, they said bind. Berkeley Internet Name Domain. So what is that one actually? What is the domain? What is the DNS? If you want to search in the Google, what can you write down in your browser? We write down google.com. www.google.com. This whole thing is called FDQM. And which one is the DNS? The DNS portion is google.com. This is called our DNS. For the DNS, we need to use lots of things. Normally, we use two types of file. One is zone file, forward zone file, and reverse zone file. Step by step, we'll install all the things. I will show you. And we need to install pointer. We need to use conical name. We need to use mail exchange, texture info, contact person for this zone, peer, lots of things we need to use. So if you want to learn, search into the Google and how to use the DNS, you can learn from in there. There are lots of things about the DNS server. So if you want to learn, you can search in the Google. Google is the best place, but you can use any other software or any other things. So what is DNS? You can see here is lots of things is written. What is the purpose, how to its work, how to install it, some information will be showing here. Let's start with the DNS. Install in our computer, in our server, how to install it, how it's work. So I already start our server. That one is work like as a headless. Headless means I don't want to start like as a GUI system. You cannot see any GUI system in this server. And I connect with my server using the putty. This is the putty. Somebody say putty, somebody say party, whatever that one. You can say this type of software we can use for making a connection, secure connection. And what is the advantages of this one? The advantages is in here. You can make it whatever. You can copy paste, you can what you want, you can do everything in here. This is very easy to work, and most of the people like putty because of they can copy, cut, copy, paste everything like as a notepad. So I like to use that one also. So first, let me start with installation. So before install, what is this? Okay. Okay. Before install, let me write down one. I will change some text in here, but now I want to take some pictures. I want to take some images from the computer. So what is our first step? First step, let me search in our local computer. Write down CMD. Just trying to show you one thing, how it looks like, how the DNS server addresses we can see. Let's write down NS lookup. After then, google.com. When I write down NS lookup, that NS lookup is one type of command. This command actually show you what is your Google IP address. This IP address is IP version 6 and this IP address for IP version 4 and these two IP addresses for google.com. Google.com is a domain name, DNS name. This one is a google.com is a domain name. Using this one, you can say this is our google.com. If you write down NS lookup and think about you want to write down yahoo.com. Now they will provide you lots of IP addresses. They are using lots of IP addresses. You can see there are lots of IP addresses. Same as Google has lots of IP address. Some IP address is hidden, some IP address we can see, like we can see only one IP version 4. But Yahoo provide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IP version. Okay, so based on your location, based on the company, they change some informations. Like I write down now google.ca. Let me check what is the difference in between google.com and google.ca. Okay, let me increase the size. Okay, in the google.com, when I write down, I can see the IP address is 142.251.4178. But in here, when I use the google.ca, you can see 142.251.3267. Most of the time, we can see only one IP address, but Google has lots of IP addresses. Some IP addresses are hidden, some IP addresses we can see. This is the way, this is the one command, which command actually showing you how to show the IP address. Like if you want to write down Microsoft, let me write down Microsoft.com. Now you can see Microsoft provide lots of IP address. These are the IP version 4 and these are the IP version 6. So whatever you want, which IP address you want to know, you can check it like this way. This is the way you can check your IP address. Let me take a screenshot just for save the record, what we did in the class. So I need to take a screenshot. So I have to use the snipping tool. This one, why I am to take a screenshot, just I am to show you, this is the way we can see our server IP address. So same way, we'll use our local computer server IP address and we will see that one in our computer. So I'm using in here, okay, let me maximize it and I write down the code. This is the first code I write down and I can see these two IP addresses. Similarly, I write down this is yahoo.com and I can see lots of IP address. And in here, I write down google.ca and I can see the IP address is changed. So let's copy this one and paste in the document file. Trying to keep it also and I will share after the class. Another one I write down, that one is the Microsoft. So let me take a screenshot of this one. So Microsoft one is this portion. And I write down this command and I can see lots of IP addresses. So if you want to know any specific IP address, you can write down and you can check it. Okay, that's the checking purpose we are using NSLookup. I have one website. Let me check what is that IP address. My website name is abja.ca. Okay, not Abja IT. That's maybe other persons. I can see my website's IP address is this one. Okay. Same way, we'll check our server IP address. That one will be showing here. Step by step, we can see everything. So please wait a couple of more seconds. Now let's start with installation part. First step, when you want to install anything in our computer, best way, always we need to use the update command. Okay, we will do in here, that one also, we need to go to the root. Before that, okay, let's go to the first login into the root. Why we need to use the root user? If you work in the root, then everything will be working smoothly. You can see I write down in here my local user. If I want to use the root, in local user, some software you cannot install. When you are using root, everything you can install in your computer. That means root is the administrative power. You can change your configuration of your computer. So I am to change my configuration, and that's the root. So for this reason, I am using the root user. Let me check one thing. What I need to check it. I come in here. Okay. Update. So you can do that one. I don't want to do right now. Let me start with first command. That command is write down host name CTL. By default, I can see my computer host name, this one. Okay, that one is we set when we install our computer. Let me change that one. I need to change it. Let me try to change it. I did not try it, but let me change it. So write down command host name CTL, set host name. Let me use server1 the rest of thing. Press enter. I try to change it. Let me check it. What is the status? Now I can see this is my host name. So I change it like that. So whatever you want, you can use. Somebody use .com, somebody use .net, somebody use local. Normally, when we are using our local computer, we write down local network. Local means local network. When you want to use for the internet purpose, that means everyone wants to see your website. In that time, we are most of the time we are using .com, .net, .commercial, .ca, whatever you want, you can use. Okay, there are lots of types of domain. Uh, root domain name will be available, so you can choose anything. So let me take a screenshot of a few things. First one, I log in. After login, I want to change with root. So I go to the root. So I write down in here su space hyphen. So that's the first screenshot. I take it. After then, I check my host name. What is the host name? So for that, I write down one command, host name, host name, host name until this. So after then, I write one command. That command said, what is my host name? Up to this, it's showing the host name. So write down host name CTL. This is the default command you can write down and you can see your host name of your computer. Now I need to change my host name and I use this command, hostname CTL set host name. And after then I check what is my update host name, and I can see my update host name is server 1. This is my server. So I said, like I want to say it like this way. So it will be shown like that. But if you want to change, you can change it. Whatever you want, you can do that one. But most of the time, the local user, local computer, they are using local host. Now, we need to install bind. Bind means, bind is our actually server. That's the basically called the web server. So how to install that one? Before install, let me check bind is already installed in my computer or not. So there is one command we use already in the last class, yum repo list. That means repository list. I need to check it, what repository list is available. So you need to figure out the bind is available or not. Okay, let me run it again. You can see it's broken, so I am to run it again. Okay, now we can see there will be 3 things are available, repo ID, sorry, 2 things, these 2 repository is now available. So that means bind is not available in my computer. So let's okay, take a screenshot. After then, I will install the bind 9. And I will update this Word file and I will share with you. Everything I will write down in between there. Okay, now let me go to the install it. How to install that? So for the installation, we need to write down yum install yes y. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. So write down yum install -y, and we want to install actually bind. Bind is our server. So bind, there are lots of things with bind. So best way we are using like this, bind star. Now press enter. They will take times. They will say this is installed. Maybe sometimes they will ask you, do you want to use the Y? We need to select that Y. After then, it will be complete. Maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes they need. So wait a couple of minutes for the installation. Okay, in the meantime, I don't need this one. I need to close it. I don't need. Okay, in the meantime, okay. Okay. Is it finished? No. So please wait a couple of seconds. Hopefully it will be work. Please wait a couple of seconds. It will be takes few minutes. Okay, it's now finished, but something I can see on this side. Problem package bind 9, this one from this conflict bind provided by this one from this one cannot install the best candidate for the job. Oh no. Okay, try to add allow erasing to command line to replace conflict package or skip broken to skip uninstallable package or no best to be used not only the best candidate package. So this is the first time I can see. I did not see these lines before. Cannot install the best candidate. Okay, let me try to install it again. What can we see? Okay, again I can see same thing. So maybe I need to research it. Okay, I'll research that one later, but let me install it. First I'll finish it. After then, if anything problem, then we'll try to fix it. So let's go to the next system. Basically, when it's installed, it's finished, then we can see the installation is complete like that one. But suddenly we can see another few things. Let me copy that one and search in the Google. And that portion I'll do, oh, sorry, I'll do at home. But let me copy this one and I need to just paste in here. Okay, I'll search that one later. Let me check it one thing. That one is the file is available or not. Let me check it. So let's use the nano and go to the etc and named.conf. Okay, when I press enter, I can see nothing is there. That means that file is not perfectly, that one is not perfectly installed. Control X. Let me do one thing and check it. /etc. ls minus l. Oh, an engineer named. I need to check. Named is there. Named N-A-M-N. Okay, my bind is not installed perfectly. As a result, that file is not available. Okay, let me research it. Otherwise, we cannot do the installation. Cannot install the best candidate package. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, they said we need to update our management. Okay, let me use the update command. Sudo yum update. Let me use that one. What will happen? Okay, can we take a 5-minute break? After then we will come back again. Everyone, take a 5-minute break.
Yes, no problem.
Thank
Okay.
you. So welcome back. Thank you for break. Okay. I already start update, so it's going on. Let me wait a couple of more minutes. So they're updating problem one, problem two, problem three. Okay, I update it, but when I can see this problem, what is the solution? Sudo yum update. Okay, in my case, that one is different. Okay, to clean the cache and then update. Sudo yum clean all, sudo yum check update, sudo yum update. Okay, they are cleaning automatically. Let me check it. Is it working or not? How to fix that type of problem? You could try using the skip broken to around the problem. Step one, update is skip broken or DNF. Okay. Step two, update your system. Update. Okay. Clean cache. Clean cache. Disable problematic repository optional. Okay. Okay, I can see lots of solution in there. Let me try to check it first. Finish the update. After then we'll do the rest of thing. So please wait a couple of more seconds. So please wait a couple of more minutes. Okay, update is complete. Now happy. Let me check it. Okay, what we did, we use the update command. Let me update the repository. Let me try to install again. Our bind is our server, Apache server basically. So let me check it. Is it working now perfectly or not? Unable to find a match. Bind serve port blacklist. Updating subscription for last metadata expiration check. This one I go on Friday 23rd. Okay. No match for argument. Bind press b port dot blacklist. Error unable to find a match. Bind. Oh no. Again, I can see new thing. Okay, let me try one more time and check it. What is that one? Let me search again. There is no solution. They write down only the question. Okay, manual page. Let me check. Bind socket. Okay, libraries, synopsis, note. Okay, let me check in the chat GPT. I cannot see any good solution. Where can I check? Check it, Bing. I'm trying to build a Docker image now. Okay, let me do one thing. Restart my computer. After then, I have to try it. Let me shut down it first. Shut down. Hyphen is now. Okay, session is expired. No problem. Where is my computer? My computer is still running. Power off. Good to go. Let me again start it. Headless start. Okay, now it's already started. Let me start my session. Restart session. Network connection timeout. Okay, let me again restart. Okay, they wants to log in. Let me use the root directly. Root and the password. I just use directly root, so I don't need to use the like this way. First you need to log in. After then you can change the root. After then, okay. Let me check the repository first. We already updated it, so let me check in the repository already installed or not. So my server one, I cannot see my repository. So let me install it. Okay, now the same type of problem again comes. So updating, okay, last metadata, okay, bind this one already install. Okay, then what is the problem? Package bind, this one is the problem, cannot install best candidate. Okay, let me check this command and I copy it. Let me search again. In the Google, they did not see these things. Interesting. On the Redhat Linux, bind package provided two different repository, bind this one and this one. Okay, this suggests us check install packages. Okay, let me check it. Okay, not this one. I need to check the installation packages. Okay. Okay, these packages are okay. These packages are installed. Let me check what this has. Remove conflict packages. So let me copy this one and check it. Is that one is conflict one? 864. 864. No package marked for removal. No match argument. Okay, they said remove this one. So that one is not available in my computer. Bind 9, bind 32. Bind 32, it's not installed. EL9, EL98684. This one lives. I need bind hyphen 32. Bind hyphen 32 is not there. Okay, that one is not available. Let me copy this one and check it. Is it working? That file is not available, so it's never be work. Okay, now this said resolve repository priority. Different version of package, you might want to check your repository configuration in etc om.repository or this one. I already updated the system console documentation or support. No. No package marked removal dependency. Okay, that file is not available in my computer. So let me again install it. Okay, write down one command. Install bind in Red Hat Linux. Okay, they use like this way. Let me use that way. Okay, again, they show lots of problems. Install bind utilities. Okay. Okay, this command is working in here. The previous command is not working. So congratulations. So now we can see this file is installed. A few minutes ago, we saw our file is not installed. So the previous command is actually not working in here, but that command is also correct. Now, finally, we can see another command, which one is we are used in our computer. This one. Sudo yum install bind utils. Okay, I want to take a screenshot. Now I need to take a screenshot and save this one. So now this is one part and I need to take another screenshot. So finally I can install using this one and ChatGPT help me. So first you can check the repository. After then we need to install bind software using this this way. Previous command is okay, but that's not suggest or they are not working in here. Now I'm going to take another screenshot because it's work in my computer. It's completed. You must see this scene, this screen, completed. If you can see the completed, that means your installation part is okay. Now let's do a few more things. Let's go to the check one file. Before write down, let's write down ls minus l, and let me go that file etc slash, okay, write down name dot conf. We need to configure this file basically. So let me write down cat, press enter. Now I can see the file is available. There are lots of things written, so that file is now available. So we can write down another command, ls minus l. There are a lot of file, ls minus l. Make sure that that file is available. I can see this file is this one. So that means if your file is available, now we can do rest of thing. So first we need to check it, file is available or not. We can see file is available. That's the good news. Few minutes ago, we tried to check and we can see the file is not here. So I take a screenshot and again save it. And I write down this command. Now let me configure that file. So my file is this one. So let me use you can use any text editor. I like to use the Nano. Oh, what happened in here? Okay, I can see some boxes, red box, interesting thing. Okay, no problem. Let me configure it first. So when you configure, the most important line is this line. Listen on port 53. And there is, you can see one IP address. This is our loopback IP address, by default IP address. So we need to write down in here our server IP address. What is our server IP address? As per we know, we are using this server. So this is our server IP address. Copy it and paste in there. Okay, this is our server IP address. And when you finish, use the semicolon and give me one space in between there. So I write down this line or this word after this one. And another thing you can see, lots of line is available. So I want to do another thing. Before change anything, I want to do in here like this way, this line. This way means that one will be comments. And I want to copy this whole line and paste in here, press enter. And indentation is the most important. So use like this way. And on the local host, remove all the things, write down any. Why I need to write down any? Because of I want change or I want use this server to everywhere. For this reason, I change this one. So now take a screenshot of this portion. We need to do more thing. Take a screenshot of this portion. That means we change in our name.conf file. In there, what we write down? I write down this one. This is our server IP address, as well as I change it in here, this one. Okay. Now, copy it and save it. We need to write down more thing in that file. So that one is, okay, I need to copy another command in here because I use nano. That nano command I did not copy. Okay, let me take that one later. And we need to use another few things. That one is zone file, forward zone and reverse zone. And that zone file will be available, or we need to write down after this zone. When you can see zone will be in here. So we need to write down in here a few more things. So write down zone, same as the previous one, this file one. After then, okay, zone space in between inverted comma, what is our server name? So we update it, or let me check what is our server name. Let me check it. Is it available in here? Probably it available. This is the benefit for our, what is that one? This is our putty. Okay, I copy it and I want to save that one in here. Server name, because that one we need to always use. Okay, now let's go to that file, nano file. Go there and write down in here your server name and write down after server one that portion. Okay. After then, when you write down this one, write down in. Sorry, that in must be in capital letter. In, start with bracket and finish with bracket and use the semicolon. Now we need to write down something in between there. Use one tab, write down type master, semicolon. Use another tab, write down file, space. We need to write down, this is a forward zone file, so write down fw hyphen your server name, this portion. This portion in here, that's the file name. Just we want to use that one in our forward zone file. So write down like this way, space. Now we need to use allow hyphen update. That one used for our firewall purpose. So let me write down like this way. Finish it. So this is our one zone file. In that zone file, we need to write forward zone file will be looks like that one. So I am to copy this portion and paste in my doc file. Paste in here. This is our forward zone. Let me do same thing reverse zone. There are lots of things we need to do actually. So now we want to paste in here and the same type of thing, paste in here again, same thing in here. Now modify this one. This one is, we need to write down like a different way. That way is reverse way of your IP address. So what is my server IP address? My server IP address, this one, 17.0.16.192. So it will be write down first 0, reverse way, 0, 168 dot 192. After then dot in hyphen addr dot arpa. This is the format for our reverse zone file. So we need to reverse our IP address and remove the last one, 0.168.192.in hyphen address dot arpa, and in that one will be master. And we need to make this one is a reverse file. So you can write any name of your file name. I write down reverse like this way. And this is the last one, exit and allow none. So this is our reverse zone. So when you make your server, we need to use two files. One is forward zone, another one is reverse zone. And now take a screenshot that two lines. So in our one file, we need to modify this name.conf file. So we need to write down that things. Okay, what I write down? I write down this portion. Okay, now copy this one, paste in here. If you want, you can download this file from there. How I will download it from there. Okay. Now finish it. Now save it. So Control X, Y, Enter. I save it, and I use the nano So take a screenshot of this one. Otherwise, how come the file is open? You cannot say that how to open your file. So this is the command we open my file. So take a screenshot and paste before the change. So that one basically in here. We need to open it. After then we need to modify this one, as well as we need to modify this on the end of the file. And we save all the things. Now, if you want, you can check that file. So let's go to the one folder cd/var/named. Press enter. Now write down ll. Now we can see that file will be available in here is some file like as this two file. This two file actually we need to modify in here. That two file basically work like as a forward zone file and reverse zone file. So now we move into from our this folder named folder, and we need to change something in there. So now let's go in here and make sure that this two file is available. This two file is available. Okay. And we need to write down this command. We need to go that folder, or without that one you can do, but best way always go there, and after then you can do the respecting. And now let me go into there, and let's write down copy command using the cp, and the file is name.localhost. Name.localhost. I'm to change this file as this name. Okay, I did not write down in here. Okay, I write down in here that name. So that is the best way. Use this one. For local, this one. Okay, paste in here. I'm to use this name, this file as this way. Press enter. We'll check that one. Again, I'm to change another thing. Loop back. This loop back into there. Okay, it's changed lots of things. Okay, wait a second. I'm to paste in here. In here. Okay. And my forward zone and reverse zone file name will be this one, RV. So we can write down only RV, then it will be work. So best way we can change this one, RV. RV. Okay, now I change it like this way. Again, write down LL and check did we do perfectly or correctly or not. Write down LL. Okay, not, yes. We can see, we can see this file and this file we just created. Copy these two files. So now take a screenshot of all the things. When we are doing any steps, always take a screenshot. Okay, now in here we did this line. Sorry, we did this line. We did this line, and we write down that command, and we check this one is available and this one is available. These two files is work like as our forward zone file and reverse zone file. So lots of things actually we need to do in here. So now let's do one more thing. So that one is when we are doing work, you can see that this file is root. That file is also root when we change it or copy it. So we need to change with a named. So how to change with named? So we need to change the permissions. So we can write down another command, chown, chown, change ownership, and write down root user, and file will be named. And which file I want to change? This one, because you can see everything is named. These two are root. So we need to change it. Press enter. Again, we need to do for our RV. Change it now. Write down LL, and you can see everything will be now named. So what is the difference between named and root? Root is superpower. You can use root, but when you need to or you want to work with your any specific files, that must be changed with that one. Otherwise, in the middle of time, you can see it's not work perfectly. So best way, always give the permission and change it like the which one you need to use. So I need to change this one, I need to change this one. So I can see it's changed. I will write down uh, every point in here. Just trying to take a screenshot right now. Oh, where is my putty? Yes. Now I change already that few things. Now let me go to my forward zone file. Which one forward zone file? This one. Let me go there. So this is revert zone. This is forward zone file. We can use the nano. Press enter. Now we can see in here lots of things. So we need to more. We need more changes in here. So what we need to do? This line is TTL good. This line is good. We need to add in here instead of our name invalid. That one actually our main server name will be in here. So we need to write, let me copy that one, server name, this one. We need to use this server name in there. So this line is looks like that one. I need to change it and remove this invalid dot because we want to change. After local, we need to use the dot server one full domain name space. Again that one, and instead of server one, I need to use root. So server one, that one is our local server. We need to use the dot symbol. After then I want to use the root and that one. And this all the things will be default one is good. I don't need to change anything. I need to go to the in here NS. In here, I need to add more things. So in here, I want to set at the rate, use one tab, use IN, caps lock, after then NS, after then instead of this one, remove it and write down our server name. So this is our server name, full name. Copy this one until dot and paste in here. Best way, we can use all the things like same. Okay, they are making a space, so don't need to do. Okay, that's good. Okay, another thing, I don't need this portion. Remove this one. So let me use the tab. What will happen? Okay. Oh, now nice. Okay, let me use like that way. So that one is at in that one is SOA. This is the NS server one dot full name of our server. Now come back in the next line. In here, I need to write down our only domain name. No need to write down full server name. Remove this portion. And after then, okay, let me do one more thing. Use another tab, another tab. Okay, I need to make it like this way. Okay, now it looks nice. In here, we need to use in another tab, and I am to set in here the IP address of our server IP address. So our server IP address is Okay, again, I need to copy that one. This is our server IP address, and this is our server informations. Okay, now I need to add more things. I don't need these lines. I want to remove this part. Now I want to write down my server one, and that one will be in, and that one will be a alias, and that same IP address. And now I need to make one client. Think about, I have one client. I know I have one client. Let me use that IP address, but I don't want to turn on the client. So my client IP address 17. Okay, this is my client IP address. So I copy that one, client IP address, and paste in here. So these all the things for my for lookup zone. So these things I write down in here. Let me copy all the things and paste in that folder. In here, after then, take a screenshot of this, because this one is very important. If I write down anything wrong, it's never will work. So let's take a screenshot, and I will download this file and save in my computer, and I will also be shared that file also. So now press enter. Now I need to save all the parts. So Control X, Y, enter. And I use this nano forward lookup zone, so I need to copy that line also. And I need to paste in the before edit. So before edit means in here. So I changed lots of things of that file, and you can see when I copy, the indentation is not perfectly okay. But I will copy that file. How to copy that file, I will show you after a few minutes. Okay, now let's go to the reverse zone file. Same way, we need to go reverse zone file, and we need to change there lots of things. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, let me go to the reverse zone file now. Okay, press enter. Okay, come back in here. Same way, we need to write down reverse zone RV, press enter. Now my reverse zone file looks like this one. So I need to just make indentation and make it looks nice. So that one will be SUA. Let me use one tab. And when you are doing, be careful. There is no space in between there. So I don't want to change in here, but basically we need to change in here. But I saw some instruction. That instruction, they did not say that line anything. So they changes in here. So I need to use the at in there, and in NS will be under the SUA, and that one I need to remove, and I want to use in here my server name. So this is my server name. Copy it and paste in here. Best way we can use, okay, we can use in here also. Now I want to change in here, change the TTL time 150, use the IM use the point ptr and use the same IP address server. And I need to in here use dot symbol, otherwise it's never be work. And finally, I am to use another thing, set the TTL time and use in and pointer ptr, and then I am to set as a client 1. Okay, maybe previous one I use the client, so write down the client. Okay, what I write down in the previous command. Okay, I write down client 1. So in here I need to write down client 1. So these are I changes in here. So again I need to copy all the things and paste after there and take a screenshot of all of these things. Normally we can change the our name like that line. We can change in here, but the instruction did not say to me that we can change all the things. So, but you can copy that one and let me run it and check it. Is it working fine or not? Okay, now let's go to the save it, Control X, Y, enter. Now I save it, my file. When I save, let me copy one line because this line means I open my file and I edit it. So that lines, okay, copy it and let me go to the in here before edit, I use this line. Okay, now I did lots of things. So now I need to check that is my file is working perfectly or not. So now we need to write down few commands. Write down named hyphen check conf space slash etc slash named dot conf. Press enter. I cannot see anything. When you cannot see anything, that means it's worked perfectly. So your named file is fine. So now, okay, sorry. Now check the rest of two files, which one we created, forward zone and reverse zone. So that one is we need to write down check zone. This is the command for the compiler purpose we can use. Write down your server name, this one, domain name, space, write down the path of your file, var, sorry, name, and that one is forward zone. First, we want to check the forward zone file. Press enter. I can see that serial is 0 and it's okay. When you can see okay, that means everything is good to go. Now check the second one, and that one we need to write down like this way, the IP address, the reverse zone file's IP address, what we write down in our file. Okay, what we write down in our file, I did not copy that line. Okay, we need to copy this one also. So we need to write down 0.168 0.168.192 dot in hyphen addr dot arpa. After that, we need to write down the reverse zone file name rv. Press enter. We can see all things are okay. When we can see everything is okay, now let me start systemctl, restart our name server. Start named. If you can see it start perfectly, you cannot see any error. That means your all the files work fine. That means now you are good to go. Like a few seconds ago, we stuck and we need help from different types sources, and finally I got solution from the chat GPT. If you stuck anywhere, you need to do same way. You need to copy the error and find out the solution. After then, we need to do the rest of thing. Otherwise, you cannot continue. If you stuck anywhere, you need to check from the scratch. Now systemctl is working fine. Let me check one command. What is the status of our named? Is that DNS server is actually working or not? So let me use the status. Now I can see my server and services, everything works perfectly. And as a result, I can see it's showing running and okay, let me, okay, where is my command? Okay, why it's showing lots of file, lots of, I don't know. It should be show only one times, but it's showing here lots of lines. Okay, I write down this command and we can see it's active and running. This is the good news. We can see it's active and it's running. If you cannot say active and running, so you need to make sure it should be that one. Otherwise, you need to solve or you need to troubleshoot it. So now I can see my server is working fine. Now let me check one command. If you write down one command, that command will be show that what is the status of your files. So write down my server name. Okay, this is my server name. I need my server name, remove all the things. There is one command. If I write down dig and your server name, then you can see your server IP address. This is your DNS IP address. Okay, DNS one will be work like using that one. And also we can see where is my server IP address? I cannot see my server. Dig, I write down. Flag, everything is good. Reboot. This point, I can see this one. I can see one. Okay, if you write down D command, then they will show you all the information of your servers, but I cannot see my main server IP address, which one I am using from the server. Okay, but it shows commands. That command is good, but we can see also our servers information like this one. When I write down D after then our server name, that should be show this option should be show like in here it shows we can see more like in here it shows in a good answer section, authority section, any server they are showing the server is that one actually, but actual answer is I cannot get it from in here. Maybe I need to do some troubleshooting, so I don't want to do anymore anything right now. I get some answer, that's the good answer. So I can see dig is working. If dig is not working, that means something wrong. But dig is at least work, so I am happy. Okay. Now copy this one, paste in your file. Now save it. Now let me check actually our server informations. Write down one command in here. NS lookup. When you write down NS lookup, write down your server name. If you remember, your server name is server 1. Now we can see this is our server IP address. Now it's coming in here. But few seconds ago, I cannot see that one. Okay, now write down client 1. CLIENT, client 1. Then you can see cannot find client one, no answer, because my client is actually not running, but the IP address is available in my computer, but it's not showing in here. Normally, if your server is working, then you can see client one dot your server name will be showing here, like as this one. Okay, let me write down again and check it. Sorry, client. So I cannot see the client one in here. But normally, if your server is working, then you can see your client one will be shown in here. Okay, let me write down another command. Okay, before write down, let me copy this one. I am to write another few more command. Some command is not showing perfectly. When you write down, sorry, when you write down your client one, it should be show the server one's IP address like these things. But when I write down client one, it's not showing in here. We need to turn on our client one, then it should be shown. Or you need to some research again, and you can see that one. It will be show something. Okay, let me write down more command in here. Write down our server IP address. So which one is our server IP address? We know this is our server IP address. Copy that one, paste in here, press enter. Then we can see this is our server. We can see in here historamhub.com. You can see that one is not showing perfectly. When you write down your server name, it should be showing here your server IP address. I will figure out, I will try to find out what is that one, why it's showing like this way. But when you can see your server IP address is showing, that's the good things. Let me try to use the client IP address. My client IP address is 19. Let me check it. Okay, I need to write down 192.168.0.19. Server cannot find this one. Actually, the IP address is not running, so I cannot see. But when your IP address or your server is working, then you can see your server's your client information will be showing here. So you can practice, you can try it, but I cannot see in here correct answer. You can try it. And as well as our server IP address, when you write down, it should be show. I will try to figure out why it's not working. I will show you in next class also. Or maybe somewhere I write down something wrong. For this reason, it's not showing. Okay, let me do one more thing. Let me give the permission for the firewall. Let me exit from in here. So I exit from there and give the permission firewall. After then, we can access from our local computer. So write down firewall cmd permanent add add -service equal to DNS. I am to give the permission, this one success. Same way, I am to give more permission. That one is hyphen zone equal to public. Sorry, public. And I am to give the permission to the port number, add port. That port will be equal to 53 for the UDP purpose. What is UDP? What is that one? You need to figure out and you need to research it. And after then we need to write down in here permanent. permanent. Firewall CMD zone will be public at port 53 UDP and permanent. Success. Good. Now I want to do another thing. That one is TCP. when I give this type of permission, then I can access my server from my local computer. That one is success. Now firewall, I need to reload it. So firewall cmd reload. Good, everything works fine. So I give the permission my server. I give the permission all of my firewall. So now, I'm trying to take a screenshot, trying to save it. Copy it and paste in here. Where is that one? In here. Okay, now I save all the lines. Now I want to use my local computer. So this computer I need to use, and let me go to the control panel. So I'm doing little bit different things in here. That one is go to the control panel. What I need to do actually, I need to make my computer change the server IP address. Go to the network and internet. Go to the network and sharing center. This is my Wi-Fi. Click in there. Click into the properties. Click into the TCP/IP protocol 4, and I don't have DNS server, so I want to set in here DNS server. Which one is my server IP address? So server IP address is 192.168.0 and 17. Is it right? 017. So write down it. Now press OK. Press OK. Close it. Okay. Now I changed server IP address in my computer. Now let's go to the CMD. Okay, in here, let me check CLS. Okay, I clear everything from my computer. Now little bit zoom it. Now write down NS lookup, and my server name. So what is my server name? This is my server name. Let's paste in here. Press enter. It's not working perfectly. NS lookup server one, this one dot lookup. Okay, let me try to ping from this computer to server IP address. First, is it working or not? Ping. Server IP address is which one I'm using? Sorry, not in here. I can see it in here. This one is the IP address. Okay, I can see it's pinging. That one is good. Let me use in here server name, and what will happen? This is my server name. So let me remove this one. Take it, press enter. So when I want to use my server name, ping request could not find host server one dot that one. Please check the name and try it again. Okay, I cannot see that one. That one means I cannot see these things because of I need to turn off my all the firewalls. So that's a little bit complex thing. I don't want to turn off the firewall. You can do if you want. There is one option for firewall option. Network sharing firewall. Where is the firewall? Okay, let me check it. Firewall. So Windows Defender firewall. If you change all the things like as not connected, all the firewall defender is on, so you can turn off it. After then you can turn on, and you can check that your NS lookup will be work perfectly. Because of the firewall, I cannot ping my server. Another way we can do that one, but it's very complicated. So I don't want to do that one. But this one is saying I can ping from this server. And if you turn off your firewall, and as well as in the network portion, if you go to the network in the control panel, where is my file? Control panel, and if you change your internet as a DNS name in your Wi-Fi connection, then you can access it. Though I am using 192.168.0.17, 192.168.0.17. When I use the preferred DNS in here, then I can ping it, I can check it. And I don't need to use that one right now because that one is not my server. Okay, let me use the ping again. Now I can see that one also. You can try it. When you try, you can see like when we write down in here Google or NSLOOKUP, Microsoft.com, we can see the IP addresses in here. Same way, when you write down your server name, okay, let me write down not full name. Okay, remove the server one. And can we try to take it? Is it working? Though we can see some IP addresses will be coming here. This is the IP version 6, but unknown cannot find this local non-exist domain. But they said something wrong in here. But IP address is coming. Server name is not coming. You can check all the commands. Maybe I write down somewhere anything wrong. And also we need to turn off the firewall and you can see your all the files. Now on up to this, is there anyone has any question, concern about anything? Then we will discuss that part. I finish it. Anyone has any question?